Hello everybody, my name is Connor, but you can call me NobleAsta, and I am here with my first YouTube video. I am completely obsessed with the One Piece TCG. It's the first TCG I've ever played. I'm obsessed, but the problem is I'm not great. I've definitely improved since I started playing, but I want to be better, so I started recording my games so I could watch them back and figure out where I did wrong, or what I did wrong, and where I went wrong. And then I decided, why not do some commentary, explain, if I can remember, explain why I did what I did, and hopefully have you guys tell me why I'm wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and start this video. I'm playing Red Purple Law. I'm playing Kyle Gasly's anti-black list because I have a lot of like Geckos and Sakazukis in my locals right now. And I just really like the list, but I'm playing Belo Betty, and they go turn 1, drop Belo Betty Searcher, and they will search out an Ivankov this search, which is so scary. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I don't really have anything to do with the 2 Dawn turn, as you can see in my hand. Nothing really to do this first turn. So yeah, he gets the Ivankov, then I think he's explaining something to me. I've really struggled with the Betty matchup because I don't know. Oh, sorry for the camera hitting. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. But I never know when I should swing into Betty, when I should clear board. With Betty, like, I struggle with that in most matchups, but swinging into Betty is like extra hard because I know she's packed full of triggers, and I don't want to hit those. So I just try to avoid that. So Betty here drops Morley, which I learned this game, and you'll see later, can't be blocked by a blocker, something I forgot. I'm on my 4 Dawn turn. I'm thinking, okay, now we cooking. Let's get something happening. I tap all 4, and I put down this guy, Kamazo, I think. I'm only in Marine 4 in the anime, so I'm very bad at character names. So I put down Kamazo thinking that I'll be able to wipe Morley and Betty this turn. But as I'm looking at my hand here, I say, oh, never mind. Morley is a big boy. I cannot wipe him. So I do go ahead and Dawn minus and, get rid of Betty. One less thing for him to swing at me with. And I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to go into Shiraya or Yanji. Yeah, Yanji. And I go with the Yanji. I really like the Yanji in the Law matchup, or the Law deck, honestly. It's just, like, really versatile, and it catches people off guard. No, that's always fun. I like doing things that catch people off guard. I can't remember if I've mentioned this. This is Kyle Gasly's anti-black list, and that guy is such a good Law player. I want to be almost like him. So they play out the Ivankov. They searched last turn, and yeah, Ivankov, I know that card is scary. I think that's the new Ivankov, if I'm not mistaken. Then they Betty effect, pitch something with a trigger, and buff up their guys, and play out Karasu. And then Karasu is so hard for me to deal with. I mean, he's hard in general to deal with, I'm pretty sure. But he's so hard for me to deal with. I never know. Like, one of the things I struggle with is knowing when to counter out, when to block, and when to take. And I feel like with Karasu, it really amplifies that lack of knowing. So, like, as you can see here, I pitch Otama and the promo Law. I believe I only run 2 of those in this set, so I'm not sure if that's the right play. And then I go ahead and take this second hit, which is Rush Zoro, which I'm not mad about it. I do like the Rush Zoro, and I'm so excited for Rush Kid and Killer. But, yeah, not the greatest. So we're back on, we're on 3 Dawn this turn. I can read. So I think the play here is I want to get rid of Karasu. I cannot stand that card. He's so annoying. So I think I go ahead and Gordon to minus him because he is 5k power. Yeah, 5k power. So go ahead, put Gordon at the bottom of my deck, and then I will, I think, do I swing here? What do I do? My memory is terrible. So he's going to put Karasu at the bottom of his deck, and I'm like, no, not yet. Like, let me do this right. So I swing into Morley to... I'm trying to clear bodies at this point. As I said, not sure if that's the right play, but I know Betty can buff up bodies, and bodies on Betty's board are scary. Law effect minus my Dawn. Get 2 back with the boys, Sachi and Penguin. Love them. Such a good card. So I get 2 Dawn back, and then I don't swing with leader here. I didn't swing with leader because, as I said earlier, I'm not really sure if I want to like give Betty her triggers. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know. I'm not really sure. Also, I just noticed my dog is eating behind me, so sorry if you could hear her eating her food. But yeah, so they put some Dawn on Ivankov. They don't swing, but they bring out Morley because I think that Ivankov can play a 5K, if I'm remembering. I'll try and remember to put a picture of the card on screen so you can see it a little better. So yeah, then they Morley, and then they play Kikinojo, I believe is her name, and they didn't swing yet, so I preemptively took was like, okay, like, oh, you're swinging with Ivankov, okay. And they were like, no, not yet, and I was like, oh, my bad, like, I'll pretend I didn't see, what I got. So I go ahead and block with Yanji, and then I keep him up. I really don't feel good about this game. The rest of the games I played this tournament, I feel pretty confident about. But this game, I definitely struggled with. It was the first game of the day, too. And Betty's just... I can say it once. I've said it once, say it again. Really hard matchup for me. So, I'll take Max. There's something in my head that's like, oh, yeah, I got to show him. And then I'm like, wait, no, what am I doing? So, it's okay. We got 4 Dawn. We can make some magic happen, hopefully, here. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do. I know Shariah, to me, seems really good, and I want to play Shariah. And I think I end up playing, like, Gordon or Max and then Shariah here. But, yeah, I know I got to get rid of Kikinojo, and I'm not trying to give him more life than he already has. So we do the Kikinojo thing. Then I think I'm trying to decide if I want to hard play out Zoro and then law effect into Shariah or something of that sort, or spread Dawn out. And I think I decide to spread some Dawn out. I don't have a lot, so I do decide to swing into Ivankov here. And as I said, I feel like with Betty you have to clear board. I'm not 100% sure though. As I said, One Piece noob. I am playing the best my 2 brain cells can play. So he uses the only card in hand to counter out. I go ahead and law ability here and get rid of Kikinojo because that card is so scary. And then I go 5 here. And then I forgot to put Gordon at the bottom of my deck. I go 5 into Ivankov, lets him go. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to go where I want to go 6. And I think I go into life, give him the card. I don't know. He gets another Kikinojo, which of course, yellow being yellow. I don't know if that's the play. And then I decide not to play anything out with my law ability. What? I should have at least played Rush Zoro. I think. I mean, Zoro doesn't have any counters, so it doesn't make sense to keep him in my hand. That definitely could be one of the places I went wrong in this game. So he starts turn with Kikinojo and Morley, which is just rough, honestly. I do still have the Yanji blocker, but as you can see, I'm not getting a lot of counter, and I've gotten no ramp. So I've been playing on like no Dawn this entire game, which is definitely rough. I do feel like I have a decent amount of ramp in the deck. I'll put the deck list down below, and I'll also link to Kyle Gasly's videos because he does obviously a really great job of explaining the deck list and how you should play it. I've learned so much from him, but obviously not enough to play this matchup right. So he swings, I think, into me here, into Law, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I go ahead and block Yanji and let him go because I don't have any counters. I'll have to watch back. I don't know why I didn't drop Zoro there. after law ability, because I don't think I think I missed that. That's embarrassing, honestly. Um, so he goes ahead and swings in with Morley into my guy, and I don't have any counters. Not much I can do. So he goes ahead, and I'm pretty sure he clears board here, which, yep, he does, and that's rough. So I draw for turn. I get a Beppo, which I would have loved to see a little earlier, but hey, we got him now. I'm on 3 Dawn though. There's really not too much I can do. So I think, because I feel like part of me wants to get rid of the Kikunojo, part of me is just like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know if the play here is to go, yeah. So I try and go into Morley to clear some board here, because I can mine it. Yeah, I can Gordon and then go into either minus Kikunojo, get him off the board. But I think he ends up having the counter, which I was upset by. I was like, huh. Which realistically, I don't know why I didn't swing with the last Dawn or the 2 Dawn on Law. That's another thing I struggle with, is like doing the math. Math has always been hard for me. But yeah, I minus Kikunojo. I end up sending 3 back. I should have put 2 on Law and swung into Morley. I think that's another huge mistake. I play Beppo out, get a little bit of ramp going, so I'm not completely starved. Forgot that I swung with Law, and we go ahead here. Yeah, I'm definitely, I can tell that I see where I did wrong. This has been very helpful to me. Hopefully you guys can point out some other things here. I was looking through my trash. Don't know why. Not like I play anything from trash, but it's nice to see what I have in trash. That's the new Ivankov, I'm pretty sure. So he plays the new Ivankov, which is a searcher, I believe, which gets the other Ivankov, and yeah, this is where it gets rough for sure. Yeah, I think at this point I kind of just, I've had this Rush Zoro in my hand, and I just kind of know, like, I am up a creek without a paddle. This is so rough. Yeah, so he swings into Morley. I take it, hoping for counter, and of course that's when you see Ain. And I take that one too. Don't have the counter, and I get max. So at least I get Kamazo at the end, which is a 2K, which it's a little nice, but I feel like at this point it's kind of little too late. I definitely, no, I had several mistakes in this game, and I feel like I play the Ain. So I go Beppo, get that rested Dawn. That's trying to get my ramp on a little late at this point, but we making the effort. And then I'm trying to decide what is the best thing to do, and I feel like Shiraya and then Law Effect into Rush Zoro maybe, but I think I Law. Yeah, I think I end up playing Ain, hoping that I could survive another turn after I Law Effect. So I tap 3, I play Shiraya because I am scared for my life, and then I'm trying to do math. I don't know what math I'm doing. I'm pretty sure having 3 cards without counter in my hand is definitely really, really tough. Especially because, yeah, so I play Ain here. I think maybe Rush Zoro into Morley, because I think at this point he has no cards in hand. That could have gotten rid of the Morley, and maybe then I could have survived another turn. I think it's unlikely just because of how much Dawn they have. They're at 10 Dawn. So they trash for Betty ability, and they just throw everything on Morley. And I'm like, well, I block with Shiraya, and they're like, you can't. He's unblockable. And I go, oh, well then that's game. So definitely some misplays for sure, but I definitely see a couple plays that I could have done better. If you guys see what I could have done better, please let me know nicely in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time with another one, I guess. Have a wonderful rest of your day.